Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. This model's finished off in reef blue metallic. Not a new color from Chevrolet, but a new color for the Colorado, and the MSRP is just over $50,000. So we have a very off-road focused mid-size truck that has a good bit to offer, and we'll start off with what this is powered by, which is the 2.7 liter Turbo Max inline 4-cylinder. It is paired to an 8-speed automatic, and it pumps out 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque. It'll do 0 to 60 in just over 7 seconds, and as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking at 17 in the city, 17 out on the highway, and this also has almost 11 inches of ground clearance. Now, speaking of ground clearance, this also has a pretty good approach angle with the high clearance front bumper design, so you can see part of that all-terrain tire. There's skid plates underneath. There's also the red tow hooks. Fog lights are in the plastic section of this bumper. And then up top, you'll notice gloss black, along with the hollow Chevy badge with the red accents. There's also a slim design for all of the LEDs to match nicely with that upper trim accent there. Plenty of cutouts to provide cooling, and then you'll notice the gloss black middle section with Turbo Max on both sides. So really nice bulges in that hood just to give it more of that rugged appearance. Now this also has those all-terrain tires with the 17-inch wheel, and it also features the Multimatic suspension. It's going to be a little bit hard for me to show right now, but that does give you a little bit more travel both front and rear, as well as a small lift. Now there's plastic for the fender arches. This has rock sliders, so that way you have more protection off-road. There's gloss black for the mirror caps, and then some nice lines that run down the side. This is the crew cab, so you get the full 4 doors, and it does have the short bed. This also has somewhat of a high clearance single exit exhaust there, and it does feature a remote start. So you can double tap this button to fire it up, and then just hold on it to shut it off as needed. Now you'll notice Chevrolet is stamped in the tailgate. There's also LEDs for the lighting, backup camera, all the parking sensors, full-size spare underneath, and with the ZR tow, this tows around 6,000 pounds. So it is reduced compared to a non-ZR2. The suspension does hinder that, but nonetheless, for a mid-size truck, that's pretty capable. This has the soft opening tailgate and then the spray-in bed liner. With all the tie-down hooks, there's a 3-prong on one side, and then this also gets storage in the tailgate itself. I think that's a really good use of space for some smaller items. Of course, nothing large is going to fit in there, but it is nice where you can place and hide some items out of the way. Now, as we work our way to the interior, this has a neat color with the yellow stitching there, a little bit of storage down below. And then with this mid-size truck, you do get some storage underneath the seats. So you can lock these up, or you can place in some smaller items. It's not a ton of space, but it's nice to see. And then you can somewhat use that slider as a step if you need to. Where there's storage pockets, you have cup holders, auxiliaries, along with some vents. And at 5'10", I have about 1.5 inches or so of headroom. So for a mid-size truck, it's not bad. There's also the manual sliding rear glass there. It's what you would expect for a smaller size truck. So I could ride around town and be just fine. Up front, this also gets memory seating adjustments, window control, side mirror adjustments, and then additional storage. And the same design, of course, for these seats. And then as we start this up, this has a leather steering wheel. There's all the cruise control settings on the left. There's also volume and tuning adjustments on the back side of the steering wheel. And then on the right side, you'll notice the heated steering wheel, voice commands, shortcuts to your music, and then you can also go through several pages within this gauge cluster. You can't configure each one, but you have quite a lot to go through in order to see all the information that you would like, depending on the style driving that you are doing. So very nice to see that amount of information. There's the trailer braking, dimmer switch, 1 air vent, and then with the infotainment system, you have a lot more to go through. So on your home screen, you can get into your air down mode. You have some off-roading pages that you can look at, depending on the information that you would like to see. And then you can even get into your maps, your phone. You have different shortcuts into all of these controls to get into your hill descent as well. There's also a split view that you can pull up, along with music, your nav in full screen, your phone when that's paired, and then you have a shortcut to some more of those controls. Now underneath that, this gets heated and ventilated seats. There's also fan speed where you'd like the air to go, defrosters, and then when you have this on, temperature adjustments are located on both sides. There's air vents underneath that. You have a rear locker, front and rear, engine start stop, hazards, lane keeping assist, power outlet in the bed, and then you can put all 4 windows down. There's wireless charging with auxiliaries. You can put this into reverse to get that backup camera with a few different angles there. And then there's drive, a low range, and you can shift using the shifter. Now there's also a few different driving modes, so just by twisting on this dial, you can go through those depending on the type of terrain and driving that you are doing. And then your 4-wheel drive selectors are right in the middle. There's also the e-brake, cup holders, plenty of storage. You have storage in the glove box, some camo trim accents with ZR2, and then your rear view and dome lights up top. And then a pretty good amount of visibility. Pickup trucks really don't have any blind spots over both shoulders there. And so just in normal drive mode, here we go. And just a minor acceleration. This is definitely much quicker than what I'm doing today, but this is what it's like to be behind the wheel of the ZR2. Has a good road presence to it as well. You can easily see over this hood bulge, so it's not too intrusive for your visibility up front. And I can easily see the passenger side there. So if you are taking this off the pavement or even just in parking situations, it's not a wide vehicle, so it's very easy to maneuver and drive. Seating position is really comfortable as well. And the one thing I will say, not a lot of mid-sized trucks have a grab handle for your driver. You get one for your passenger. It would be nice to see. There's not even one up top. And that's not just with this vehicle. That's with even my personal Tacoma does not have one, which I think would be a nice upgrade, something pretty easy to do there. But in general, this is a really nice option if you're looking for basically a fully loaded mid-sized truck, just over $50,000. This is a good option to go with. And even if you add the Bison package, a few other things, maybe 55 around there, you can get a great truck for the money. Yes, that is expensive for these newer trucks, especially compared to a few years ago, but I think it's a good value. It's something, if it's gonna work for you on a daily basis, it's definitely a great option to go with. Layout's very nice, all the physical buttons, which a lot of people like. Chevy did a really good job with the layout there. Not too confusing with what you can go through there. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 Chevrolet Colorado. Once again, huge shout out to Randy Marion Chevrolet for providing this truck for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads, and I will see you all in the next video.